Welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you taking your time out to watch the video, and interacting with the video as well. Now, as you can tell from the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about the CPL, talking about the Guyana Amazon Warriors and their victory over the St. Lucia Kings. Also talking about the surprise victory of the Antigua Falcons over the Trinbago Knight Riders, who are quote-unquote favorites to win the tournament, and giving you some stats as well. So just stick around to the end of the video, while we discuss all of these things. And before I get into details, though, just take a quick second to hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed to the channel as yet. If you love the CPL, you love West Indies cricket, then you definitely want to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date, on all these things and as they are released, right? So getting into the details now, so the defending champions, the Guyana Amazon Warriors, they have started their title defense, impressive so far, and they are looking very impressive so far, right? They have won all 3 of their opening matches, which means they are now atop the CPL standings, after just playing 3 matches, right, in their most recent match against the St. Lucia Kings, which was a top of the table encounter, right? So both teams coming into the game, they had won their 2 matches coming into the game, so it was a top of the table clash, and the Amazon Warriors, they dominated this one, on the back of good bowling, of a good bowling performance, and also impressive batting as well, right? So scores in the match, right? So the St. Lucia Kings batted first in this one, and they were bowled out for 100 runs, right? They were bowled out for 100 runs, like I said, on the back of a brilliant bowling performance, by the Guyana Amazon Warriors, especially their spinners, right? So you had Motie taking 3 for, Motie took 3 for 16. And Imran Tahir, the South African veteran, he also took 3 wickets for 29 from his 4 overs, right? So the spinners for the Amazon Warriors, showed up in this one, and they were able to get the St. Lucia Kings out for just 100 runs. Also bowling well for them was Kimo Paul. He took 2 wickets for 19, and Pretorius took 1 for 10 from 2 overs, right? So that was the bowling for the Amazon Warriors, impressive bowling, in T20 to get a team out, whether it's restricting them or bowling them out, right? For 100 runs, that's very impressive, right? So huge shout out to the Amazon Warriors bowlers for that. With the bat for the St. Lucia Kings, disappointing performance by them. Definitely, I'm sure they expected to do a lot better, considering how the form that they came into this match with. Matthew Ford was their top scorer in their innings. He got 31 from 21. And there wasn't really much other than Ford. Johnson Charles got 19 from 13. And Tim Seifert got 12 from 16, right? So, in a score of 100, they don't really expect to see a lot of brilliant batting performances. So the Kings were only able to score 100 runs in their innings, right? The Amazon Warriors, in reply, they got to 101 for 4 of 10 overs, right? So they chased down this total in a very quick time, that which also the fact that they were able to chase down this total in pretty much half of the overs, that definitely does well for their net run rate going forward as well. They've had some impressive victories so far. And this will definitely boost their net run rate. With the bat for them, who led the way was Ramadullah Gurbaz, right? So Gurbaz, he's been in brilliant form in the CPL so far, right? He got 47 from just 19 balls, right? Smashing boundaries all over the place, and he's been their most consistent batter so far, right? I think so far in the CPL, he scored 136 runs, which puts him at 4th in terms of runs scored in the tournament so far. But he's also played the least amount of games in that, right? So all the other batters in the top 5 or top 6, they've played at least 5 or 6 matches. Gurbaz, this was only his 3rd match, right? And he's very close to the leading run scorers as well, right? So Gurbaz, showing his class again in this match, getting 47 from 19. Him and Tim Robinson were accompanying him in atop the innings, open with him, and he got 33 from 20. So they were able to get the Amazon Warriors off to a quick start, and they didn't look back from that, right? So they chased this total down very quick, and as such, you know, winning the game easy, right? So so far for the Warriors, it's been an all-round performance, right? Their batters have been performing well, and their bowlers also, you know, have been performing well, right? Remember they got that total, I think it was 260 something in a match, right? And on the back of Shimron Hetmyer 91 from 39, and Gerbers himself, I think, got 68 or 69 in that innings as well, right? Hetmyer also is doing well with the bat. You know, he scored 118 runs so far in his 3 matches. You know, also putting him in the top 6 of in terms of runs scored, right? From just 3 matches as well. And their bowlers, Motie, you know, he is the leading wicket taker in the tournament, right? So far in the tournament, from 3 matches, Motie has taken 9 wickets so far to lead all bowlers in terms of wickets taken. So the Amazon Warriors, you know, they are getting performances from both their batters and their bowlers, you know, and in their tighter defense, you know, that definitely bodes well for them. You know, obviously it's still early in the tournament, so we'll have to wait and see if they can continue in this vein of form, you know, and successfully defend their title. But so far they're looking good. You know, they are definitely looking like the best team, you know, in the tournament so far, right? They're it's only them and the Barbados Royals who are still unbeaten in the tournament so far. The Royals, you know, they have won 2 from 2. The Amazon Warriors have won 3 from 3, right? Now let's get to the surprise. There was a surprise in the tournament, you know, in one of the previous matches, which was between the Trinbago Knight Riders and the Antigua Falcons, right? So, you know, everyone expected Trinidad to just roll over the Antigua Falcons in that, you know, considering the fact that the Falcons, you know, they going into that match, they had not won any, they had lost all their matches, and you know, with the strength and the star quality that's in the Trinbago Knight Riders lineup, you know, we expected them to beat the Falcons with ease, but it was not so. And that is the great thing about cricket. You know, you no matter how many top quality players you have to go out there on the day and perform. And the Falcons did just that, right? So the Falcons were able to get a victory there, get their first victory in the tournament, right? Surprisingly so. So the Falcons batted first and made 176 for 6 of their 20 overs, you know, on the back of good batting performances from Fakhar Zaman, you know, Justin Greaves, Imad Wazim, and Fabian Allen, you know, all performed well with the bat for the Falcons to get them to 176. And Trinidad, in reply, were only able to get to 170 for 9. You know, on the back of brilliant bowling by Fabian Allen as well. Fabian Allen was the player of the match in that one. You know, he took 3 for 23 from his 4 overs in that match, right? Also Primus, you know, he took 2 for 40 from his 4 overs, but he got important wickets. He was the one that got the wicket off of Andre Russell, you know, in the back end, you know, because Trinidad definitely looked as if they were. Well, as you can tell, it was a close game, and Trinidad was looked as if at one point as if they were going to be able to chase on the total, but pretty much getting that wicket off Andre Russell definitely turned the tides in the favor of the Falcons, and he also bowled the last over, you know, to ensure that Trinbago Knight Riders weren't able to get to that total. So congratulations to the Antigua Falcons, you know, and finally winning their first match in the CPL, right? They have a few more matches left. I think they have at least 5 matches remaining. So they started off well, but if they finish strong, you know, who knows, they might still be able to get a playoff spot and do well in the tournament, you know, especially considering the fact that Brandon King should be returning soon, you know, for them, you know, back from injury, which will definitely strengthen their batting as well, right? But definitely a surprise loss by the Night Riders, but in cricket there should never be any surprises, right? So like I said, the Amazon Warriors, you know, they are currently leading the table, you know, and winning all 3 of their matches so far. You know, in second place is the Barbados Royals, right, having won 2 from 2, and then in third are the St. Lucia Kings, right? You know, they've won two from 3. You know, obviously losing that much against the Warriors. And 4th place is the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know, having won 1-1 and lost one as well. So that's all I have for you in this video. If you're not subscribers, just a quick update, you know, and also talking about the brilliant performances of the Guyana Amazon Warriors so far. You know, do remember to like the video, you know, share your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.